Hammer and the hammer chime. That's better.
Hola, mis amigos. I am the Yammer and the Hammer. And today we're doing something a little different. We're doing a review of an all-inclusive resort, the Dorado Casitas, just outside of Puerto Morelos in the Riviera Maya. There are pros and cons to this resort, and I will try to be as fair as possible. The resort is made up of the Royal and the Casitas, which are adults, and then there's the Generations, which is for family, which the kids are not allowed to come over to the others. Yay! The resort is a long way in from the highway, but it's not too deep itself, but it's really long. So it's great for long walks along the beach. Transportation. Now, it did start rocky right from the start, and it was a private transfer from Lomas. Now, the driver seemed a little distracted. He drifted, he swerved on the highway, and we were so glad that we got to our destination, even though we ended up going down a wrong way on a one-way street. Now, the guest that was in the driver's, like the passenger seat beside the driver, was absolutely petrified. Now, throughout the resort, even though there are lots of carts, it can be hit or miss to get one. But so keep an eye out, especially the pathways are narrow and they drive fast and they drive crazy. Now, the drivers are friendly and they do make short work of the long resort by going a little fast. Sometimes they don't stop and the pattern they follow just doesn't make any sense. You know what? Just wave them down and ask them to take you where you want to go. Most times they're accommodating. The grounds, they're beautiful but confusing. It generally takes me about 1 to 2 days to figure out the layout of a resort. This one took me 6 days. Now, your little brochure map, it ain't gonna help you. They also have an app, which can be a little hit or miss. And there's little or no on-site signage. Even when you get to your destination, are you really there? I don't know. I'll tell you, you will get lost. You will need to ask for directions. Now, the grounds are very well taken care of. There's no garbage laying around. Now, we went there knowing the beach is not good. Our expectations. It was destroyed by a hurricane years ago. It is still walkable. Now, there's a couple of small swimming and snorkeling spots. We ran out of time though. Had we been there for another couple of days, we would have walked a bit further. Since the beaches are federally owned, it belongs to the people. Now, to the north, you can actually walk to Puerto Morelos for some snorkeling. And to the south, you can go to Valentin Resort. They have a nice beach area. Just walk past the guys that are the guards that have the gun strapped across their back. They're not gonna shoot you. The amenities. Now, we had a Maroma Beach catamaran snorkel tour. That's a mouthful. The Aquanique water park, which had lazy rivers and water slides, and a bike tour. Now, I'm gonna suggest you do this first. Orient yourself with the resort, and you might actually get to see the alligator, Frida. And there was also an on-site cenote with rescue animals, all included. Now, we also played a lot of pickleball. They have some really nice courts there. Now, you can play all day if you want, if you bring your own paddles, your own little balls. If not, you have to wait till 9 a.m. for staff to bring you the equipment. Now, I'd suggest to bring your own, as theirs is not good quality. One guy was using a plywood paddle, I don't know what it was. It also gets very hot later in the morning, so go for 8 o'clock in the morning. There's all skill levels there, lots of people looking to play. And actually, we were doing a lot of lessons for many people. Met many people that were fantastic. It was great. Now for the room. Okay, this is the best part. Absolutely fantastic. Now, even though we had a few issues, the patio door lock was broken, the safe went down twice. Now, it wasn't a Mexican minute they were fixed quickly. It was fixed immediately. It was amazing. We also had a leak from a torrential rainstorm. It is so beautiful, so spacious, so clean, and pleasing to the eyes and soul. It had indoor and outdoor showers, and jacuzzi tub, and an unbelievably comfortable bed. Probably the best bed I've ever slept in that was not my own. Give you a heads up, we did have a swim-up casita. It was to die for. The people. Almost everyone was friendly. I mean, no place can be absolutely perfect. And this goes for guests and staff. Now, there was a fight on the resort, and the security was slow to respond. And it's basically as many Canadian and US guests, Canadians rock, and nobody talked politics. Thank God. It was awesome. The food. This is where it goes south really bad. It was horrible. Now, the food was something that people raved about. It was supposed to be amazing. A big fat knot. It's very hard to get into many of the restaurants, especially in early evenings. Preference goes to the members. So expect late evening time slots, and that's even if you can get in. Our first reservation, we showed up at 7:10 for a 7:30 reservation. And they looked at us like, what, 2 heads? Oh, it's closed for a private event. Are you serious? Now, since there are no dinner buffets on the property, we were lucky that the Mexican Day of the Dead festival was going on, and they had some food tables there we could eat at. Now, unfortunately for me, my first thing I had was a pork taco that was almost all fat. And needless to say, I almost lost my cookies. And that was it. I was done for the evening. Now, the restaurants that we could get into were okay. And they quickly run out of certain foods. Like in the morning, if you find bacon for breakfast, take it and run. They ran out of moussaka at the Mediterranean restaurant. How? I had a beef bowl at the Jade restaurant. It was fatty, and the meat there was so dry and stringy, it got stuck in my teeth to the point I could no longer eat because it hurt my gums. You know, after a half an hour of flossing my teeth back at the room, I got most of it out. No, that's the bad. Now, the good part is, the best restaurants, Italian and Kicks. It's a beachside burger and pulled pork area. Great food, great service. And that was also lacking at the other restaurants. It was very slow and confusing. The other thing they did was they kept the restaurants, all of them, very, very, very cold. And the food went cold quickly. People were putting napkins around their necks to stop the draft. Glasses were fogging up. And even the staff that was at the front, they were seating people. They were wearing jackets. Come on. Now, we did finally complain to the resort, and they did apparently take care of it. But we're Canadian. They say, oh, you're supposed to be used to the cold. No, we go from Canada to get away from the cold, to keep it comfortable. But I'm going to go on a limb and provide an excuse for them. Although they did not acknowledge this, it is their slow season, so there's limited staff and limited food. But many guests were last-minute additions since their vacation was cut short due to the Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica. I think this resort and other resorts got caught with their pants way below their ankles on this one. But let's say, a positive note here, there is 2 ice cream stations on site. A blessing for me. One is also a coffee shop, hallelujah, located on the beach halfway down at the Casitas. You gotta try the cheese ice cream. Yeah, it's kind of good and kind of weird at the same time. Entertainment. Now, this entertainment is, I'd say, smaller scale than most large resorts. I'd say, mainly band music, that kind of stuff. The main entertainment place, the Guacamayas, had live bands, including somebody I've never heard of, Dana Kennedy. A must-see. She had an amazing voice. It went high and low. She had everybody up singing and dancing. It was fantastic, absolutely electric. And we probably did more dancing this time than all of our other vacations combined. And they also had a circus show. You would think, okay, well, for kids, no, this was great too. They made it edgier for us adults. Woo! Now the drinks. They were good, although I don't drink too much. And with that being said, it would be nice to have a drink menu since I don't know all the neat drinks to try. Now, you don't have the menu, so you're supposed to scan a QR code that will give you access to drink menus through their Google Drive. I am still awaiting approval. Members, we did take the marketing tour. There's a 1 hour about no pressure, they say. Technically, it's not a timeshare, no maintenance fees, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but expect 2.5 hours of your time and to be passed off to 5 different people. There are perks to being members, but we did say no because we didn't want to feel that we were obligated to go back to the El Dorado properties, which is the main purpose of this whole thing. We did get 2 50-minute massages, which were really, really nice, but not worth the actual price, what you would pay, especially what they pay the masseuse. Final take. If we were to find a great price, way less than what we paid, we may go back to this resort to give it a second chance. Me more so than my wife. She might take a little bit of extra convincing. Like I said, we paid way too much. And the expectations were super high, especially with the food, which was the weakest link. This is one of our least favorite resorts. Between trying to book the restaurants that were just okay, I'm not an upscale fine dining person, just give me good food, and that's all I need. The lack of communication, where one person says one thing and then somebody else says something completely different, and the lack of directional signage. This is what made supposedly a relaxing vacation very frustrating. The resort needs to understand it's harder to change poor first impressions rather than making it easier right from the start. And we were definitely not the only ones. It was a common complaint, and the resort seemed to turn a deaf ear to. It was a rocky start, just like the beach. It did get better, but not enough. Too little, too late. Now, you may have a completely different experience. I did have the ability to hear a lot of grumbling and complaints, especially from existing members. Would I say to go to this resort? If you can get a good price, give it a shot yourself. I'm just here to give you some, what I felt were some pros and cons of our trip. The room is absolutely fantastic. If you want to go and just lay by your room, this is a place to go to. I really hope they do improve the food. That's just my opinion. So this is the first kind of a review I've done on a resort. I hope you like it. I hope I gave you some good ideas. Maybe I'll do another one in the future. So, I'm Yammer in the Hammer. I just don't stop talking, and we will see you the next time. Scooby-Doo-wah.